Good morning, crew. It is Tuesday, and we're back on the Homestead series, and it is episode 10. So, from the beginning intro, you guys saw that I did finish those contracts, and I did collect on them, so we're now sitting at $74,890, and we're now in April. So, let's just run through our normal quick checks for the start of the month. We do have crops growing up here. So, yield bonus is plus 97%, and that 3% that is missing is because we didn't mulch the field before, because there wasn't a field here. It was just meadow grass. So, our next yield out of that, because we will be hopefully getting our hands on a mulcher, we'll be able to put that back up to 100% on the next one. And then this one has grass in it, and then that last one over there has oats in it. So if we come back over here, we can see that it will have oats. They've all been weeded as well. I finished last night about, it was about 7:45ish or so. So, looking at our stuff here, we still don't have a full pallet of eggs yet, 641 pieces, and I did make a mistake on the last episode. I need 2 pallets of eggs for the first year, not 1. So, I am aware of that, and I won't be selling any eggs until I get my 2 pallets worth. But we are at 641 pieces of eggs. And looking at the chickens for food, they currently have 1,989 liters of food. Honey, we're currently at 144 liters. We need to get 1 of those pallets. That must be what I was thinking when I said that in the last episode about the eggs. It's actually the honey that we only need 1 pallet. So come over here, see if we've gotten any pallets of vegetables yet. I hope we do. We do. Cool. So we got a pallet of strawberries and a pallet of tomatoes. Now we're on April, so that's 4 months that it took just to produce these 2 items. So that's a problem, because I need to produce 5 pallets of each, and this greenhouse just isn't doing it. Now, when I looked at this, it says cycles per month, 1,008 cycles per month, right? And it should produce 1 lettuce for that. I haven't run out of water yet, so and my thought process for that is I should get 1,008 liters of lettuce. We're now on 4 months, or the start of our 4th month. We've only produced 986 liters of lettuce. And then for the strawberries, we did produce a pallet, but it says 528. 1 water for 2 things of strawberries. That equals 528. So you times that by 2, that's over 1,000 liters as well. So I should be producing more than what it is doing per month. So I'm going to let this go 1 more month and see if it can't redeem itself. And if not, we're going to have to switch gears, get rid of this greenhouse. Maybe I'm just not a green thumb whatsoever. I was talking to Cole when I was picking up the weeder, and he said that if I went and talked to Lily at Lily's greenhouse and shop, that she might be able to help me a little bit. And Lily's greenhouse is the shop It's just on the edge of my property right over there. So if we're not producing anything to that we need to with this greenhouse by the end of the month, I think I'm going to have to go talk to Lily and see what she recommends we do, because I don't know if we're going to be able to actually meet that production goal of what we need if we continue with this greenhouse. I really like it, but it's just not producing what it needs to produce. So we'll figure that out. Let's go down here to the cows and see how they're doing. But yeah, Lily's shop is right over there. It's where we've been selling all of our stuff. So I've talked to her a couple times, but never talked to her about the greenhouse or anything like that. So manure is currently sitting at 2,583 for the manure. Milk, we're currently sitting at 1,699 liters. So we've almost got our 2,000 liters that's required for year one. And oh no, they are out of food. Alright guys, I'll get you some food. So they ran out of food, so I need to get them food. Now, we do have enough money to be able to get a mixer wagon. Like I said, I think the cheapest one that I saw was $38,000. But I have Cole looking out for me for a harvester and mixing wagons. So we do need to see about getting them food. So let's go ahead and we'll get their food here in just a second. Let's go ahead and move these from over here and put them up over here. That's what we will start with today. And then we'll go get some food for them. Alright, and I think the pallet forks are right there in front as well. So, yeah. Ooh. Maybe I made this a little too tight, huh? Ah, we'll figure it out. Alright, so I'm trying to get better using these forks and pallet forks and whatnot. I'm not very good with them, so it is a learning experience for me. So let's see if we can get these loaded onto it. Okay, lower it, flatten it. Get this other one here. we got that one on there. Just gotta get it put up into this as well. And I would like to try and get another shed. Come on. Off you come. That way I can get some of this stuff out of here that doesn't need to be in there mixed in with the food. In fact, now that we're putting food in there, I think I need to move that out now. So I'm going to go ahead and get those moved, and I guess I'm going to put them in this other spot over here. So let's get this up here and get this removed and set back down. Alright, so we need to get all of the non-food stuff out. What we really need is we need a couple more sheds. So let's get the seed and fertilizer out of here. Wheat. Alright, so we just want the food in there, and then this stuff we're gonna move in to another spot. Oh, who's this calling me? Must be Cole from the dealership. Hello?
Afternoon, HK. Got something here I think you're gonna want to see. Didn't want to wait till you wandered back into the dealership.
Oh, man. Every time you say that, it costs me money.
Well, maybe just a little this time, but it's a deal you'll kick yourself for passing on. I just picked up a used feed mixer wagon. Real clean unit. Previous owner kept it indoors, knives are still sharp, and the bearings feel smooth. Honestly, it's the kind of wagon perfect for the size herd you're building.
A mixer wagon, huh? Yeah, that's on my list, but money's tight, like always.
That's exactly why I'm calling. Normally, we'd tag it at around 30 grand, even used. But since it's you, and because I know it'll actually get put to work instead of sitting on some weekend farmer's gravel driveway, I can let it go for around $24,000.
That's better than what I expected, but still a chunk of change.
Oh, I get it. Listen, I'm not trying to pressure you, but I'd rather you come look at it before you decide. Pictures won't do it justice. You'll see the condition right away. And if you don't like it, no hard feelings. I'll clean it up and someone else will take it.
You really think it's worth the drive?
Absolutely. In fact, we can look it over together. Only takes you, what, 10 minutes to get here?
About that, yeah.
Perfect. If you've got a little time, swing by. I'd hate for this one to get snapped up before you at least lay eyes on it.
Alright, yeah, I'll come check it out. Can't promise I'm buying it, though.
That's fair. Just come take a look. That's all I'm asking. I'll be here till closing.
Sounds good. I'll see you soon, then.
Looking forward to it, buddy. Drive safe.
Alright, that's awesome. So, as you guys just heard, that was Cole, and he's got a feeder mixer wagon, so we'll deal with moving that stuff here in a little bit. But he just had one come in that is used, so we're gonna head up to the dealership and take a look at it. So I'll catch you guys up at the dealership. Alright, we're just getting up to the dealership now. So let's get up here and talk to Cole and see if I don't see it out here. So I guess we'll run inside and talk to him real quick and see what he's got for us. So.
All right, buddy. Here is what I called you about, the Gentle MV
V14D.
Wow, it's bigger than I thought. Yeah, she's in pretty good shape. A little dirty, though.
Oh, for sure. That's how it came in. Don't worry about the dirt. If you end up taking it home, we'll get her washed up and shining before you pull out.
Looks solid, though. What's the horsepower requirement on this thing?
90. So your tractor will handle it just fine, and it's got a 14,000 liter capacity. Plenty for the herd size you're building.
That's not bad. Not bad at all.
Look, HK, I gotta tell you the truth on this one. The previous owner, he used it once, just once. Found out real quick he needed a bigger model, so this thing has maybe 20 minutes of actual runtime on it.
Seriously?
Dead serious. Normally something this close to new, we'd tag it at $30,000 out in the yard. Easy. But for you, after everything's said and done, I can put it in your hands for $24,000. And once you add in registration and fees, your total out the door would be $24,800 even.
That's a hell of a deal, Cole. Let's go do the paperwork.
Knew you'd see it. Hey, Bob, get this mixer wagon cleaned up and bring it out front. Customers taking it home today. Should only take about 10.
You got it, boss. And
All right, HK, come on back to the office. We'll have you signed and ready to roll in no time.
Thanks again, Cole, for keeping me in mind. I'll definitely put it to work.
I know you will. I will still keep my eye out for a harvester for you as well.
Appreciate it.
Have a good one, HK.
Alright, let's get hooked up to it. And get everything squared away with it. And I'll catch back up to you guys here in just a minute. Well, that was really awesome, Cole, to give us a call and let us know that he got one. Now, let's get up there and get those cows fed properly with some TMR. So, I'll catch back with you guys at the farm. Alright, we're getting back up to the farm. And I think what we'll do is we'll go right back over here to our second entrance and go right to our hay dryer or grass dryer, whatever you want to call it, and see if we can't get a mix of TMR going to feed those cows since they're completely out of food. That's not a good thing. So let's get up over here and get into this here. Alright, so we don't have any straw, but we do have hay, we do have silage. So let's start with silage, and then let's go with some hay. Alright, so we've got a full thing here, and we've got TMR. So we've got 14,000 liters in there. Let's go ahead and get that over to the cows. Now, this, let's see, what side does it come out on? It comes out on the passenger side over here. Okay, so we need to go into the cow barn this way. Alright, let's go ahead and get to them some food. Alright, so that should hold them over for a little bit. We're going to bring this right back over here, and we're going to park it up next to our other trailers. right over here. Yeah, about right there. Alright, so let's take a look. So now they've got TMR. So they've got food. They're good. Let's just go ahead and check on their overall status here. Alright, so we've got Holsteins, 21 months. We've got 10 of them. We've got our Angus beef that is 3 months. We've got 2 of them. So productivity is 40%. Their health is still 100%. So that's good there. And then their currently health is 100%. So they're all good for now. They got 14,000 liters of food. We'll see how long that lasts. We'll definitely keep an eye on it and keep topping it up if we need to. But that, I would say, is successful. And we have, like I said earlier, 2,619 liters of manure. So, we just spent 24,000 on that. There's a couple more things that I need to get. Cole is still looking for a harvester for me, so we'll hopefully get one of them soon. But for us, our fields and everything, nothing needs to be worked here on the homestead. Everything is good. So I guess we'll drive up to the bulletin board and see if we can't get a contract of some sort. That's really all we can do until let's see, August, I think, is when the oats will be ready. And here in like 2 months, so May or June, we should be able to cut our grass field. So that will be good to do there. But until then, there's really not much more for us to do on the homestead itself other than make some money doing some contracts so we can get the other items. We still got to come up with like $50,000 just to buy the harvester and the harvester header for us to be able to harvest our oats in 3 months. We already have the grass stuff to be able to do our grass fields and whatnot. We just don't have anything to do our grain yet. So we would definitely got to come up with that. So if nothing else, we work towards that goal of getting that money saved up in the next couple of months. Hopefully there's some contracts that we can do with the equipment that we have so we can get that. So we'll just have to see. But we're here up at the bulletin board, so let's go ahead and jump out and take a look and see if there's anything in there. Alright, so there is a fertilizing for 30,000. We do have a fertilizer, so we could do that. Let's see, but we don't have any. I doubt we have enough fertilizer to do that field. There is also a. Well, we can't do the hoeing contracts because we don't have the material for it. There's another weeding, so we could do that as well. So that's 27,000, and the fertilizing is 30,000. So that would get us our 50,000 that we need to do, or to purchase our harvester. So why don't we do both of those contracts? We'll do the fertilizer one first because it will be done quicker than the weeding. And we just did weeding in the last one. So I will do the weeding off camera probably. And we'll do the fertilizing one on camera. So let's go ahead and accept that contract. Okay. For the weeding and then fertilizing as well. Let's go ahead and accept that contract. And the fertilizing one is actually right across from where we are at, and the other one is just to the side of it, just behind the gas station up a little bit. I believe that's the one on the back side of us. I'll have to double check. Let's see. Field 7. Yeah, because we're over here. So field 7 is this one right back behind us. We can still access it from over here. So, okay, cool. So those are what we're going to be doing today. Oh, I need to learn how to park. Parking on the curb? Wow. Alright, we need to go get the fertilizer. And we need to get some fertilizer. Because like I said, I doubt that we have enough to do that filled. So we're going to have to go buy some. Let's see. We also need to move those other items that we took out of our storage. And we need to get some sheds figured out. So I think that's what we're going to have to do. And that'll be the rest of the episode. Is we'll do the fertilizing contract, and we'll do the weeding contract, like I said, off camera, and then depending on how much time is left, we may jump back in when I get done with the weeding contract, and I'll put up the camera again while we figure out some more sheds to put in for us to kind of clean up the yard a little bit and get everything organized and situated a little bit better. So I don't know how much fertilizer I'm going to need for this field. I think I've only got like 500 liters of fertilizer currently. So that's going to be not enough. But I don't know. You know what? I think what I'll probably do is I will use what we have first. And then depending on how much that gets done on the field, that will help me determine on how much I need to purchase. So let's go ahead and get backed up and hooked up to the fertilizer. There we go. And we're going to get the fertilizer in it, but before we do that, I am going to move those items from my driveway into this back shed over here. And then we'll go get started on that contract. So let's get this over here. Let's get that parked right over here. Alright, so we're going to get this stuff moved. So chicken feed we can put over here under cover. Put it right here. And then same thing with the lime. Let's get it over here for right now. And let's see, fertilizer. Oh, I've got 967 liters of fertilizer. So put that there. Grab the other lime. go ahead and get the seed over there too. Oop, didn't mean to hit that. Let's see if I can't fix that. There we go. And then get this over there as well. There we go. So we'll have those over there. That way they're not in there. We'll also, once we get those sheds figured out, we'll get all of this equipment out of here too. Probably we'll still use these last 2 bays for the tractor, but all of this stuff will be cleared out for that. But let's go ahead and jump in here and get the fertilizer in there. So that is in 967 liters. Cool. Alright, now the question is, how do we get into this field that is right next to us? Because that's where the fertilizing contract is. Is this field right here directly across from us? Right? No, it's down one. Okay, well, let's see how we can get in there. That's what we've got to figure out next. Alright, so that one's there. We'll wait for the... Oh, no, we're not going to wait for the school bus. We're going to go ahead and go out. Alright, so... is there an access point to this field right here? On this side, or am I going to have to drive around to get to... into that field? Yeah, I know I could just drive out there, but I would like to actually enter the field where it's supposed to be entered. Oh, there's an access point right there. Cool. So here is our access point. Just double check. Yep, we're at the right field. And this field is 45.36 acres. So we're going to be here a while. Let's go ahead and get our GPS going, make sure it's going to work on this. Okay. And we're going to start with the ups and downs on it. So let's get over here to where this line is. I guess I probably should have just drove in over here since the line is over here for its starting point, but there's our line. So we'll go ahead and get the drone up and get the radio on and let you guys sit back and enjoy.
Good morning, Sharon City. It's 8:23 a.m. on this crisp April morning. And let me tell you, the skies are clear, the sun's out, and we've got no rain anywhere in the forecast. Perfect weather for planting, hauling, fixing fence, or whatever else you folks are getting into today. All right, let's crank things up with a little challenge for you. I'm looking for caller number 7. That's right, lucky number 7. If you can tell me the name of the next track before the first chorus hits, you'll be entered for a chance to win a Little Rooster merch bundle. Hat, sticker, maybe even a mug if you're real lucky. Think you know your rock and roll? Phones are open. Let's see who's paying attention this morning. All right, here's your mystery track.
Sunset burns along the treetops, painting fire in the sky. Gravel crackles under old worn tires as the daylight waves goodbye. There's a peace in this slow roll driving, a calm you just can't find in town, where the dust kicks up behind me like sparks falling to the ground. Down the back road reminds me that even broken roads can glow with hope and trust. And out here where the world gets quiet, where the heart can realign, I find myself again on the back road, amber line.
Said caller number 7 who could name our mystery track would win today's Rooster prize pack. And boy, the phones lit up like a barn on the 4th of July. While Backroad Emberline was playing, we recorded the winning call. And wouldn't you know it, lucky caller number 7 came through. Let's roll the tape. All right, you're caller number 7. What's your name?
It's Lily from Lily's Greenhouse Supply.
Can you name that track?
Yes. That song is one of my favorites. It is Backroad Emberline.
You got it. Nailed it. Congratulations, Lily. You're today's winner.
No way. Oh my gosh, thank you.
You bet. Hang on the line and we'll get your info. And there you have it. Big congratulations to Lily Hart, our lucky caller number 7 who nailed it with Backroad Emberline. Enjoy that Rooster prize pack, Lily. Don't go anywhere. We've got more throwbacks, road anthems, and Homestead hits coming your way all morning long here on 88.1 The Rooster, where the coffee's strong, the music's louder, and the lines are always open.
Alright, so that 1,000 liters, just under 1,000 liters, got us right at 23% completed. So I'm thinking 4 would do it, but I'm going to purchase 5 just to be safe. So we're going to head up to the dealership and get some more fertilizer, 5 more. Now I know I won't be able to fit all 5 in the fertilizer itself, but we can make trips back and forth if we need to be able to complete the contract. So I think what I'm going to do though is I'm going to turn right here on this road and go this way. That way I can get a look at that other field that we need to weed when we get done with the fertilizing contract. It should be this one right up here on the other side of those trees. So we'll get up here and we'll go take a look at that real quick, since it's on the way to the dealership anyways. And then we'll run up and talk to Cole, get some fertilizer, and then we'll get back right out on that field. At least that's the plan anyways. So let's see, we're just getting up over here by these trees. And like I said, I believe the field is this one right here, just on the other side. So let's pull in over here real quick and let's jump out and let's see if we can't take a look. So yeah, you can see the weeds that are in there. So this is the field that we need. to do. So we will get that taken care of for them. But alright, I will meet you guys back at the field after I get some fertilizer.
Rolling out of town with a sunrise glow. Got a list on the dash and a day to go. Fuel up the truck, grab a coffee to ride. Another contract calling on the county roadside. Dust on the boots, diesel hum in the air. A man in his work with a windshield stare. Highway coffee and workday miles, chasing down tasks through the country miles. Radio up while the world rolls by. Another job done under open sky. Yeah, we're moving and grooving, no slowing down. Just a hard-working heartbeat driving round town. Swinging by the co-op for the gear I need. Loaded in the bed, get the farm its feed. Hit a couple back roads, let the tires sing. It's a runaround rhythm only work days bring. Sun climbing high and the windshield's warm. Just a farmer in motion in the Ohio morn. Highway coffee and workday miles, chasing down tasks through the country miles. Radio up while the world rolls by. Another job done under open sky. Yeah, we're moving and grooving, no slowing down. Just a hard-working heartbeat driving round town. Turn the wheel, chase the day, let the small town rhythm lead the way. Highway coffee, workday miles, just living life in hard working style.
Alright, so we got done with that field, and man, did I underestimate how much time that was gonna take. What are we at? We're at 30 after, so we're at 9:30. So it took an hour or more to do. So, but we got it done, and I calculated perfectly because I wanted to have the 1,000 back fertilizer that I had previously, and we ended up with 1,740 liters of fertilizer left. So that worked out to my advantage on that. Now I'm just going to leave the fertilizer in the spreader for right now because we're going to be moving stuff around. I'm going to clean it later as well and get the stuff put up. But we're going to leave that there where it's at because it definitely needs a good cleaning. I should probably close that though. Let's see. That should have closed that. Let's jump out and make sure. Nope, that didn't close it. Alright, well, I'll get that closed, and then we need to get the weeder hooked up, and we need to go get that going. for that other contract. And that's one that I said that I was going to do off camera. That way I could just focus on getting it done. So we're going to get hooked up to the weeder, and I will drive over to the field and I'll start it with you guys. But I am going to do it off camera, and we will catch back up when I am done with it. So let's just get hooked up to it and get over to that field. There we go. Alright. And then after that field is done and we collect on these contracts, we're going to get these sheds figured out. It cost me about $9,000 for the fertilizer that I bought, which was expected. So when we get done with these two contracts, we should have just under $100,000. It'll be like right around $90,000 that we'll have, which is fine. Because I'm going to be spending some of that money for sheds and stuff like that as well. So we'll just have to hopefully come across a couple more contracts to be able to get the harvester before, I think it's June that they're ready to be harvested. So we got a few months that we got to worry about that. But you know, we will get her figured out one way or the other on how it's going to work and what we need to do to make this challenge a successful one. So just like next month, if that greenhouse isn't producing, I'm just going to have to get rid of it because it's not doing what I need it to do. So here we are at the field. So I will cut back with you guys once we're done. Alright guys, as you can see, I only got halfway through the weeding contract before my tractor started giving me problems. So I have it here to see if I can't figure out what's going on with it. So we got to do that before I can finish that contract. But I also had to meet with a person to figure out plans on building things. So what we're going to do is we're going to see how much this is going to cost to fix it. And it's $4,146 to repair. So we're going to go ahead and repair the tractor, get it fixed so it's back up to 100%. Get that closed, and now we need to start moving some things. So we're gonna get these trailers and stuff moved. Ooh, don't drive on that. So yeah, we're gonna get these trailers moved because we're gonna be putting in some sheds and whatnot. So we're gonna move all of this stuff real quick and see about getting that stuff put up in proper areas and whatnot. So we're just gonna move this right here for right now, and then get these put up right next to it as well. So there's that one. And then we've got this new one here that we need to do. In addition to that, we also need to move everything out of this shed up here as well. So we're going to go ahead and get that stuff moved real quick. So get this out over here and get it disconnected. Get our bell forks. Get it out. Get that disconnected. And then we're going to be moving this stuff out as well. Because this shed is actually going to get tore down, because it's going to get moved to a different location. Alright. So we're going to get that out, and we're going to get these 2 pallets out. Let's get them moved over here for a second. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're actually going to be selling this one. So we've had it for 3 months, but we're going to move it to a different location. So let's go ahead and sell that. We're going to get about $5,000 back. Not a whole lot. So let's go to our, I believe it's under silos for that one. Yeah, there it is. And now we're going to customize it because we want it to be on the right. And we are going to be putting this right along here. I don't want it to cut in too much to the road. Just a little bit into it, which would be the driveway for it. So let's see. Yeah, I think about right here is going to be where we're going to put it. So right there. And then over here, I'm going to go up to sheds. Get all the way down here to the bottom. We're going to put another one of these in over here. Overlaps with another object. Collides with me. So we're going to put this one right here next to it. We're going to go ahead and toggle free mode. And drop that right there. So we've got this one here. So it's right here next to it now. And so now we have that one there. This one here, the crops and stuff are going to now go out there. Oh, the lettuce finally came out, so we finally got some lettuce. And this is going to allow us to organize this a little bit better for what we want to do. So now we've got 2 decent sized sheds. I was going to put one of these sheds over there, but it didn't fit. It wasn't going to fit. So we basically decided that this one does fit, so we'll put this one over here for now. I know it kind of took the road and turned the road into this texture, which is fine, because eventually I was going to be painting the road anyways. But one thing that I do need to do is go back to construction, and we need to smooth this out a little bit so it's not up or anything. Just kind of smooth that out. Get that nice and smooth. Alright, so that's better. And let's see. Over here, we don't have enough money to do it right now because we've only got 28,000. But I am going to be putting in some productions over here when it comes to like for year 2 and year 3 items that I'm going to need. And then right next to this manure pit where these are at, I think is where I'm going to put the pig pen, because we're going to need to have pigs in year 2 and year 3. And I think I'm going to get an additional cow barn over here for these for the beef stock. Get them over here, so that way they're out of there, and that gives us the ability to have the other cows for milking and stuff like that. So that's our plan. Still need to finish that other field for that contract so we can collect on it. So I think that this is where I'm going to end this episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and hanging out with me today. And I, again, just want to thank everybody for sticking with me on it. And if you're new to the channel, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing to the channel, and if you want to see other videos just like this one, make sure you click that notification bell. That way you can get notified when those videos come out. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you again so much, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.